What's up, YouTube? This is Victor on the Let Me Explain show, and I usually don't do this type of video, but I thought it's essential that I do it because Kevin Hart's comment on his son being gay really affected me on two levels. So, firstly, like I said, I usually don't comment on people's opinions about things, but when a celebrity with such a platform puts out such an idea, it's worries me because obviously he's got influence and excuse me, and it's interesting to see how people reacted to it. Firstly, he said his comments, if you don't know about it, are that he was talking about um gay people basically, and he talked about his son. If his son were gay, he would try to change him. Now, of course, he did preface it by saying that he's not homophobic or anything like that. But in my view, if you preface something about the sexuality, you already are establishing a point of contact where you are showing a difference in opinion. That's neither here nor there. I just thought I'd put that out there that if you didn't have an issue with it at all, why would it come up? Why would it be something you would invest time to talk about? So, I'll leave you to make your own conclusion there. The second part about it is I'm a father of two girls, and Kevin obviously has a son, and he said that if his son turned out to be gay, he would try to change him as a heterosexual male. Now, I'm also a heterosexual male, and if my girls turned out to be gay and that's who they were, I don't think it's something I would even think about in terms of changing them. I mean, that's who they are. I'm a heterosexual male. My parents, uh, I don't think my parents would have tried to change me if I had turned out to be gay. Well, I can't speak for them, but so let me speak for myself as a parent. Would I change my girls? Would I influence them to look the other way? No, I would not. I certainly would not. Now, I come from an African background where we have strong views on sexuality and so on. My independent view is that I want my girls to be happy. I want my girls to be who they are. And it's not within my domain to decide who they become in terms of their sexuality and so on. Of course, I mean, there is, it's a gray area in that I will lean them towards things that are girl related because they're girls. But if at some point they show me that they're not interested in that, I think my role as a parent is to support them as much as I can in becoming who they truly are and not try to change them. I don't think it's the role of parents to influence their children to go against inert decisions, things that come from within. You know, I'm short, and so is Kevin. And I don't think our parents would try to change that because that's a physical feature that we came with. So if my children came with the program that they are gay, that be that, and I will live with that because it's their freedom, it's their joy, it's their being that I'm more invested in. And I just don't think it's a responsible thing to put out in the public domain that that's what you would do to somebody's inert nature. Uh, that's who the child is. I think it brings into question the whole idea of parenthood. Like, what's the role of a parent in a child's life? I was fortunate that my parents gave me the freedom to do what I want to do and be who I want to be, and that's to be an artist. They told me it's going to be a hard life, and it is a hard life, but I'm happy. You know, I'm more fulfilled now than I would be if I were anything else, and I know that because I've ventured into other things that are not art related, and I haven't been too happy in that. So I guess my point in that is that if we can look at children as they are, if we can look at people as they are and accept them for who they are, not for our points of view, if they're not hurting anybody with their behavior or their being, then our role as parents is to support them in who they become and just be there for them when they need us. So I'll leave it at that and just say those with a platform, I wish they would use it more discerningly because obviously there was a lot of backlash that Kevin got, and as would be expected if you put out such a charged statement. But my point is that we should not be changing people from who they are because of our own prejudices, our own points of view. If they're not hurting anybody, I mean, then let them be. This has been Victor on the Let Me Explain show.